Welcome, guys, to another episode of Dive into Real Estate Investing for Newbies podcast. I'm your host, Cecil Rose. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. If you hadn't subscribed yet, we do come out every Monday. We're on iTunes, Spotify, Stitchers, and a couple of other platforms. I'll have the link at the end of this podcast, so you can go ahead on and either subscribe or listen to the entire podcast in its entirety. So again, thanks everyone for tuning in. Also want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. I know with COVID-19 going on, a lot of people will be limited maybe on their traveling, spending time with their families. But as always, uh, just be thankful and grateful just for all the blessings and everything. I'm thankful for my family, and just everything that I have, and to be alive and to be able to share with others, whether it's content or either blessing someone with food, and helping other people, because that's what it's all about, giving back. But anyways, today I will be doing this podcast actually solo. And I wanted to do this podcast because, this specific topic that I'll be talking about is something I think it applies to every last one of us, as far as those who are either real estate investors doing wholesaling or something like that. I think this applies to you. So, what I've heard in a lot of people ask, is wholesaling legal? Is it still legal? And right now, Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, they have passed a law where they are actually uh, banning or saying that wholesaling is illegal. And this is not actually the only state that this has happened, but there are other states out there. I think Oregon, Illinois, Oklahoma, and now Philadelphia um, has came out with, as far as talking about wholesaling. And a few podcasts, uh, earlier podcasts that I did, I was talking about wholesaling short sales. And a lot of people think you can wholesale short sales, but I'll try to get more into it as we get more into this article. But I wanted to actually talk about what is wholesaling. And again, I'm not an attorney. I'm not acting as an attorney. So please, as always, I advise you to always get with your local real estate attorney to go over either contracts. Don't take what I say and just go and do it. Please do your own due diligence. Don't say I told you to do this. Do your own due diligence and try to do your own work. Now, I do have a couple of courses out. I got a simple wholesale course 101. I got a short sale course. I got a surplus funds course. But again, you have to go to your local real estate attorney and take this information and apply it to what you're doing. So with wholesaling, we know there are some pros and cons. And I'm a real estate agent, so I have to disclose that I'm a real estate agent. And a lot of if I do wholesaling, my wholesaling is disclosed, and most of my wholesaling is back to back closing. So and I do now when I'm doing virtual wholesaling, like in other states or something like that, whether it's uh, Philadelphia or Chicago or any other state, I'm usually JVing with other wholesalers or other people and other investors in these areas, which can be done. But the thing is, what's happening is a lot of real estate agents, um, the way it's becoming, real estate agents are saying that um, most wholesalers are not actually, they don't own this property. So let's go over it. So uh, when you wholesale, when you put a contract under, or when you put a property under contract, it can be a bilateral contract between you and the seller. So if you're not, you're supposed to put some type of deposit, just like you write up a regular traditional contract. You have a deposit, and pretty much you're saying now you have equitable interest in that contract. And with some contracts, and then some people ask for proof of funds, you can provide that. But with some people, they would take their contract and actually assign their contract to someone else. So what what is happening is they're saying that most people who are wholesaling, they don't own it. They don't have title to it, so they're not in a position to resell it if they don't have title to it. So that's what has been going on. Now in Chicago, when this came in Illinois, when this thing came out, they were saying that you actually have to have your real estate license. So you couldn't broker, or you couldn't have more, or you couldn't close on more than one real estate deal. If you close one real estate deal, but the rest of your real estate deals, you actually had to have real estate license in order to do that. Now, this will be challenging for a lot of new investors who are trying to get into wholesaling. Um, I always advise people this: if you can get your real estate license, get it. It's always good to have on both sides. Whether you talking to a homeowner that is experiencing, as far as a lot of things, that they may want retail value for their home, and you're able to do some type of CMA for them, because you being an experienced real estate agent, you can do that. But I say that because, and I know everybody don't want to get their real estate license, and I also know as a wholesaler, there are some deals that a real estate agent wouldn't want to list because of the condition of it. So there are some things that wholesalers are providing for homeowners that a lot of people don't understand or know about. And these are good things, being an investor in a wholesaler. On the other hand, there may be some wholesalers out there that are taking advantage of people. So I wanted to just quickly go over this article and that came out in Philly, and kind of just go over some of the things that they were talking about. So this is what has actually came out. It says the new city law aims to crack down on real estate wholesalers seen as exploiting underinformed property owners. Um, Also, it says Philadelphia City Council unanimously passed legislation Thursday cracking down on quick moving real estate intermediaries known as wholesalers, who are seen by some as exploiting underinformed property owners in neighborhoods with rapidly accelerating land values.